Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to Real Content of the Show. We're doing well, guys. We're having a phenomenal day. Today we're talking about we did a couple of videos of marketing, and if you talk about marketing, you have to talk about the number one marketer in the world. And we're not talking about sport events. We're not talking about anything else than bars. Bars have been the core foundation of a business for such a long time. Having a bar is super expensive. You need a liquor license, you need the rent, you need this. There's so many of them. So why don't so many people have bars? Like, why it's so important? It's funny, I was watching Bar Rescue with John Taffer this morning, and I was like, holy shit, bars are incredible. Bars are marketing geniuses, and they are marketing geniuses. There's a couple of things that you have to understand with bars, and it's kind of good. It's of course. And when you hear this video, I do not want you guys to think like, oh, they're trying to make money at any purposes. You have to understand that the bar possibly open at 10 and close at 2:30, so they got 4 hours and a half to do their cash of the day, which is a lot less than other people. When the bar open, we get sell. When the bar close, there's no sell. There's no chances for you to make money elsewhere. For example, with a restaurant, with something like, I don't know, with a McDonald's, there's product you can buy in the shelves of a grocery store. There's product you can buy online from McDonald's. So even when they're not open, right, they make some cash. But also with the bar, what is incredible with this is the restriction. You cannot drink during the day. It cannot be open during the day. There's some bars that open during the day, but there's such a taboo in drinking during the day that most decide not to open. And why is that important is because you're ruining your market. You're ruining your share of sales. So when you ruin your sell of share, what do? You look for other way to increase your revenue, right? Which is pretty simple, pretty normal, pretty average. That is something we're doing here. So how do you do it? Well, first of all, one of the first trick we have is strippers. People need a reason for them to stay. People need a reason for them to be in a bar for a longer period of time than just getting drunk. So a stripper is a really good way because a stripper is a relationship and a client base. Strippers are like waiter. In a lot of ways, they don't make that much, so they rely on tips a lot, which pushes them or motivate them to go further in with the clients, further in as being more complimentary, further in as being kinder, right? We establish a relationship of basic need, of emotion, of love, of appreciation, versus the basic need of feeding yourself, clothing yourself, and living in the place. So we're talking about a financial versus emotional, right? And we talked about that before with the e-girls, right? But in this case, it's physical, so it's very different. And before you say something about the stripper, it's a hard job. There's a ton of creep. There will always be creep. I think it's a worth job. A lot of those women are doing it because they're single mother, and I think that's beautiful. I think that's honorable, right? Not a simp. But I do think that's honorable. We're coming back to market. So having stripper creates a reason to stay, and for having stripper, they create a need to go out there and make some tips. Right? The second one is nuts. Have you noticed a lot of the bars are giving you guys nuts, are giving you guys pretzel? And I know the irony of saying, oh, there's strippers and there's nuts because you bust the nuts. Yeah. I know the irony, but I didn't plan it. So the nuts, why would they give you something for free? Oh, because they always will give you like a really salted snack. That way you're thirsty, and when you're thirsty, you're gonna go for a beer. You're gonna go for a art liquor, right? And this brings us, and it's smart because again, you're creating a need out of something else. For example, your stripper, you pay them a little less, so they make more tips. And your peanuts, your pretzel, you pay them less so you can make more money, right? The problem with paying stripper a bit less is a lot of them are becoming escort. A lot of them are becoming like they have an OnlyFans. There's no problem with that, but like you shouldn't have to have an OnlyFans, and you shouldn't have to a have be an escort if you're working. Understand that you need to constantly build up your financial, constantly build up capital so you can invest in things later on or early on, right, in your life. There's always this need, right? But it comes at a price. It comes at a price of you doing something illegal, and that sucks. That sucks. Because on OnlyFans there's this plethora of people, and you constantly need to up your game, which is a lot like content creation. There's a lot of people doing some things, and you have to be better than them. And you have to differentiate yourself, and you have to say, hey, I'm the unique one out. You need my product. Because if you don't get my product, you're not gonna get it anywhere else. And lastly, we got the ice. And I know it's stupid, but ice is free. You can make ice for free. Water is free. So you think they don't take tap water, right? Why is ice so important? Ice is gonna be put into drink that are super super expensive, right? And the drink that are super expensive, beer can be extremely boring. So people are gonna go with hard liquor because they believe that they're gonna get drunk faster. And the plan when you go to a bar is have a good time, is to get drunk, is to relax, is to get laid. Right? Those are basic need. My apologies. And this is the core of the bar. So putting in ice in the and the drink in itself is kind of crazy because the faster you drink your drink, the faster you are to. And it's absolutely crazy when you understand how it works. It's absolutely phenomenal. So the quicker you drink your drink, the quicker you're gonna want another one. So for example, you're gonna stay 5 hours, right? If you drink 4 drinks in an hour, you'll get drunk for sure. But after a couple hours, you'll be back for more drinks because you sober up. And if you wait too long, then the ice is melting, which adds water to your alcohol, and your alcohol percentage is the percentage of alcohol versus the percentage of water. A high percentage alcohol is very diluted. I had friends at work who made rakia. Rakia was wine that you take off the water. That was it. I don't believe it's phenomenal. I don't believe there's a marketing reason here. I don't believe there's a marketing genius here. And bar are as old as man is. You look at old Far West, they were still saloon. So to me, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. And it's weird because lately in Canada, we legalized marijuana. We legalized, but then the government gets involved. The government is gonna be the one to sell it. So when there was this prohibition, which you couldn't drink a drink, was it controlled by the government? Another conspiracy talk. Anywho, but I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.